Like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk, yo. You always got my back, and of course I got your back, don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night, it's gonna be a good day, good night. Nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you.
Around the world is lonely dance, whenever our eyes meet. You know you leave me in a trance. It means everything to me looking down below. The one I seek to find, no matter where you might go. Remember you'll be on my mind.
Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible. Power to my soul, yeah. Uneasy things that used to bother me, cause your existence just lights me up, yeah. You always got my back, and of course I got your back, don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night, it's gonna be a good day, good night.
Within the inner heart I plead for you to talk to me. I wanna hear all the good and bad news stories you have. As I drift across the sky, the hour hand turns high. So good night, let me sing a lullaby. I'll be singing, baby.
Come on, I just need it to last like just 1 hour. That's all I ask, Internet.
And whether or not you're world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy, March 7th. Before we ever went to the Cienjo, we'd heard about the Wardance ceremony, and now look! I am currently on the Cienjo Luofu, where the ceremony will be held, bringing you the first on-site report.
Hey, March 7th! Just because we're shooting outside doesn't mean you can do whatever you want! Stage etiquette, remember?
Don't worry, Albert. I recently started training under my new masters, and those moves you just saw were legit! And look at my outfit! Isn't it just so cute?
See, this is how an amateur host behaves! What kind of host starts showing off their outfit before they've even finished introduction?
How do you know the
Hey,
audience
Sherman.
doesn't want to see this?
Don't
Hey,
judge Albert.
chat, let us know how you feel about my outfit. Oh, thank you so much.
As a host with many years of experience, let me remind our amateur host, who's only done this twice, it's time to start the program!
Oh, right. Up next, explore the Cienjo with March 7th.
We're not at that part yet!
Huh? Oh, all for just $19.99. This special discount is only available from the Interstellar Shopping
What
Network.
the heck have you been watching on the Cienjo? Forget it!
March is chilling.
Time for the expert to take over.
What did we do wrong?
Play the trailer! Welcome everyone to the Wardance's knockout stage, brought to you live.
Hey, what the fuck? Luke?
Both fighters are ready. The final showdown begins now.
Spicy, stimulating. Something ominous has arrived.
Welcome, Miss Slingshot. I am Preceptor Tauron.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again.
Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
Space shuttle. The poison stars containment are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately! I venture forth to hunt. I'll see the General's duty through to my last breath. It's inevitable! Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Your water ends here.
Iron's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance.
We both monsters and were born for war and die for war.
Pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart
Oh.
of every monster.
Did I just see Jing Lu? I swear I just saw her for like a split second. Coke. BB free. Okay. Engine.
Welcome back to the version 2.5 Flying Aureus Shot to Lupine Rue special program. I'm sure you all are brimming with anticipation after seeing that trailer. With that in mind, let's send it back over to our correspondent on the Cienjo and see what's been happening there. Hello, March 7th. March 7th, we're in the Cienjo
Albert.
March 7th,
Yeah.
we're in the Cienjo
God. So good.
Could you briefly
yeah,
describe to us? Seems like there's a little delay. How about this, March 7th?
Then I'll
Why
just
don't you
get
just say-
started.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Dear viewers, I am at the venue where the war dance will take place. The Sky Splitter! Let me tell you a secret. It seems like something big will happen on the Cienjo. In this very spot. One of the...
March 7th? No, don't disconnect at the most important part, director! Turn it off now! We're having a little hiccup in our outdoor broadcast, so let me introduce the very special guest for today's program. The new Cauldron Master of the Xianzhou Luofu's Alchemy Commission, Lingsha!
I am Lingsha. It's a pleasure to meet everyone.
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing, Fei Xiao!
Shit show
Hi,
like my
everyone.
internet.
General Fei Xiao is busy dealing with some very important things, so she asked the Luofu to have someone fill in for her.
And finally, the Shadow Guard of the Xianzhou Yaoqing, Moza!
Here.
Let's once again welcome everyone with a warm round of applause. March 7th, are you there?
Are we back?
Looks like March might have a problem. Is it serious?
Looks like the issue hasn't been fixed yet. My deepest apologies, dear guest.
Mr. Albert, there's no need to apologize. These things happen. We all understand. Please do not stress so much. It's not good for your health.
Miss Lingshaw is so right. Then let's just focus on our studio for now. At the end of the last version, some not so great things happened on the Luofu.
Mr. Albert, are you saying?
They've invited so many people to this war dance. It's a huge deal. How could something like a prison break in the shackling prison happen now?
Mr. Albert, let's suppose you wanted permission to exceed this program's budget. Would you follow all the right procedures to get your request approved? Or would you mix it in with a bunch of other applications the day before a public holiday?
How did you know
I just mean, the war dance, with the chaos of all the visitors from abroad, provides a similar opportunity for someone to take advantage of. Suppose, also, a little rabbit snuck into this studio. Would Mr. Albert let it hide and chew on the wires? Or would he put a few carrots on the table to try and catch it?
Rabbits don't chew on wires.
I think Miss Lingshaw is just using an analogy.
I get it. Setting a bait. Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by wash away the dregs?
Let me see what speech the General left for me. It says we need to take this opportunity to give the Luofu a good cleanup? Is there some place on the Luofu that's dirty? Please be assured. The Cloud Knights have already arrived at the shackling prison to begin rescue efforts. General Fei Xiao will personally lead her troops in capturing the escaped Borisan criminals and ensure the safety of the surface of the Luofu. General Jing Yuan will go to the shackling prison and investigate how this incident played out, while General Huayan will assist with overseeing the affairs at the Luofu's 6 commissions.
Whew. Hearing the generals are involved makes me feel better already. But what about Mr. Zhao Cho? He's still with the Borisan.
General Fei Xiao says she knows Zhao Cho has his own reasons for doing this, whether it's to pin down the enemy or gather intelligence. Ooh, I hope Zhao Cho takes care of himself.
I'll find him. I promise.
Frozen green.
March 7th. Now is not the time.
If I may be so bold to ask, there's one thing I don't understand. If Hule is the Foxian's greatest enemy, why hasn't the Yaoqing gotten rid of him in these past 700 years, but instead just
He's
sent
built
people
different.
to visit him?
Just won't die.
Apparently, it has something to do with never dying in eternal punishment or something. My notes suggest asking General Jing Yuan later. He's better at explaining these things.
It looks like Miss Lingshaw's questions will be cleared up in the Trailblaze Continuance Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue 2. The only thing left is the task of defeating Hule.
Hey, March! Are you volunteering again?
Seems like it's not lagging anymore on my end. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Where are we in the program now?
Where you defeat Hule.
Huh?
Skipped all the drama.
All right,
Straight to
that's enough jokes for now. The audience is getting impatient, Mr. Albert. Let's start the next segment.
As we all know, General Fei Xiao never loses in battle and is known as the vanquishing general in the Alliance. Today, we're lucky to get a look at the general's heroism in battle.
The general said,
Great victories are won by the whole army. It would be quite narcissistic and inappropriate of me to take all the credit.
Lacking general, lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
We can also add, lacking in care for others' opinions of her, lacking in respect for her doctor's advice, and lacking in peers when she's had too much to drink. That's what Zhao Cho said, and I agree.
Is that really true?
Everyone has their own way of doing things. I find this kind of general very interesting. But still, you should really listen to your doctor.
Uh-huh. Gotta follow the doctor's orders. The storyteller always talks about how General Fei Xiao leads the charge in battles. I just never thought she'd be so... What's the word again? Careless?
Carefree.
I heard the Verdant Knights of the Yaoqing are an elite force composed mostly of Foxians. They're the arrowheads in the hunt for abominations. And their fighting style is exactly like General Fei Xiao's.
I leave the strategizing to people like Jin Yuan and Yao Guang. My duty is to be the arrow that helps pierce the hearts of the enemy.
I've recently been learning some Xianzhou martial arts. Did General Fei Xiao leave any training secrets that you could share with me?
The general didn't mention anything. But according to Sushang, on the Yaoqing, they probably do 60 sets of strength exercises and then run 20 miles for cardio.
I think I underestimated the Yaoqing.
The general used to train me this way.
It's a bit.
It's not bad.
Isn't there a saying like, life lies in movement? Running makes you happy, so everyone should give it a try.
Only with the most extreme self-discipline can you become stronger than everyone else. Next, let's take a look at the general's heroism in battle. General Fei Xiao follows the path of the hunt and excels in all kinds of battles.
Here we
Her
got
basic
spoiled on the
attack
Huli
and
boss
skill
fight.
deal wind damage to the enemy using gun blades and a battle axe respectively. The general also works closely with her allies. After her teammates attack the enemy, Fei Xiao will launch a follow-up attack and increase the damage dealt to the enemy.
General Fei Xiao accumulates Flying Aureus after every certain number of attacks.
That's right. After she uses her skill, Fei Xiao will immediately trigger her talent's follow-up attack one time. When she uses her ultimate, Fei Xiao consumes 6 points of Flying Aureus and carries out a series of attacks on the enemy with her gun blades or battle axe. Then she strikes the enemy with a final blow. Flying Aureus can accumulate up to 12 points.
Different combat strategies are needed to deal with enemies in different states. For example,
He's going
the
Super
gun
Saiyan.
blades deal more damage to weakness-broken enemies. But if the enemy is not weakness-broken, the battle axe deals more damage.
The Merlin's claw swooped down, striking the enemy with a force that could shatter the skies.
Flying Aureus is the spiritus bestowed upon the general by the rainbow. It's the source of her power and her duty.
The general's technique
Yeah.
is also very unique.
Fu-
Using
Well,
it during
they need to
exploration
advertise
increases her
you.
movement speed and pulls in multiple
Fei
enemies
Xiao.
within a certain radius. If
And
the
Ling
general
Xiao.
attacks while in her technique state, the enemies pulled in will enter combat and she will deal damage to all of them. The general will also gain Flying Aureus points, and the more enemies pulled in, the higher her damage.
The Azure Dragon draws forward, and the Flying Aureus lies in wait. The grace of General Fei Xiao is truly admirable.
Let's just say she doesn't care what others think of her when she gets worked up.
We also have another little announcement. General Fei Xiao's animated short and myriad Celestia videos will be released soon. I'm really looking forward to them.
In version 2.5, General Fei Xiao will also introduce a brand new trial for the Trailblazers called Echo of War Inner Beast Battlefield.
Oh my god. Did you give us? Okay. Hopefully we're getting spoiled. Okay, so we have a Huli boss fight and a Face Shell boss? It's crazy.
Looks like our tradition of fighting friends wherever we go continues.
I smell the scent of blood. This flying Aureus state seems unusual.
Yes, the opponent in this trial is a shadow of the general, and an apparition of flying Aureus, ecliptic inner beast.
As the saying goes, if you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles. Before you take on the General's trial, I prepared an exclusive battlefield report for you. Ecliptic Inner Beast and Shadow of Fei Shao have 3 phases. Ecliptic Inner Beast will join the battle starting from the second phase. Different parts of the beast can separately apply different debuffs to our team.
In battle, Shadow of Fei Shao resonates with Ecliptic Inner Beast's parts. Resonate will cause the Inner Beast part's next action to be enhanced and greatly increase the threat they pose to the team. Shadow of Fei Shao's ability deals massive damage to all targets. When using this ability, every part that is yet to be broken will increase the damage dealt by the ability, and the ability will enhance.
Friendly reminder, the advanced trace materials used by General Fei Shao is Regret of Infinite Okama. Next, I'd like to introduce the new Cauldron Master, who has returned to the Luofu from the Zhuming, Miss Ling Sha!
That's pretty.
Miss Lingsha is as light and graceful as a wisp of smoke. And she has a very pleasant scent.
You flatter me, Miss Gui. I am a healer, and I've always carried medicinal incense with me. I use fragrances to help me practice medicine, and some of it always ends up sticking to me.
We had a healer on the show last time, but all we could smell was hot pot.
Dr. Jiao Cho focuses on nutrition and food as medicinal therapy. I use incense to diagnose patients and am very sensitive to smell. After all, every person has their own unique scent.
What? Did I hear right? You use smell to diagnose illnesses?
A smell can convey a lot of information. For example, while Mr. Maud's scent is so faint that it's almost imperceptible, it seems to be a combination of fougere and woody notes, concealing many stories underneath. As for Miss Gui, I detect the lively notes of fruit and the refreshing scent of citrus. It must mean Miss Gui has very few worries.
But I'm not really all that amazing.
Cauldron Master, you're amazing. What about me, huh? What do I smell like?
Mr. Albert takes things in stride and is very clever. You have the scent of a very smart bird.
Oh, you. Let's get back on topic. I heard that you returned to the Luofu this time and urgently taken up the position of head of the Alchemy Commission. What's going on?
To be honest, after the Ambrosial Arbor disaster, the problems in the Luofu Alchemy Commission that have accumulated over the years have finally come to the surface.
Like rats leaving a sinking ship. Head them off of the path!
Why are the bots
Many
showing up
healers
now?
are obsessed with
Bitchin'
medical
that's already
research,
dying as it is.
but they very rarely communicate with each other.
Woo! The factions and cliques are complicated and deeply entrenched.
Fortunately, I've traveled and studied on many Xianzhou ships, so I have a deeper understanding of the Commission's current situation.
I've seen a lot of messy things, but it's rare to see something as messy as this.
Wow. The
Honestly.
Cauldron Master must deal with a lot of trouble in her daily work, no?
I don't think they did. Alright, well, I missed the part on
Before
that.
entering battle, I immediately summon Fu Yuan at the start of the next battle and inflict Befog on all enemies.
A very reliable cauldron master. With your help on the team, your allies will be well protected.
Cauldron Master Lingsha, can I borrow the incense beast?
Oh, even the sound is gone this time! I'm done for. This is the biggest fumble in the history of this program. I'm so done for.
What now? Mr. Moza, could you help us out and introduce yourself?
My name is Moza. I'm General Fei Shao's Shadow Guard. My work doesn't really lend itself to being in the limelight.
Yeah, we didn't really think that through.
It can't be helped. Mr.
Ah, your
Albert,
Central Time. I
the
see, I
General
see.
said this is Moza's first time doing a media interview. I apologize for his bluntness.
No, no worries. I just didn't expect such a skilled general to need
This
a
is creepy
shadow
again
guard
after
to
like
protect
a
her.
whole few minutes.
Mr. Albert hasn't fully grasped the situation. A shadow.
I clean up after myself.
Oh, you really are perfectionist, Mr. Moza.
That's right. The General said when they were all eating hot pot at Jiao Cho's place, Jiao Cho went to answer the phone halfway through. When he came back, Moza had already cleaned up the pot and all the bowls.
I did what I needed to.
Mr. Moza, what are you doing?
The floor is dirty.
That feeling
Got
of
the ultimate
finally
weapon of the
eliminating years of stubborn filth. It's indeed refreshing.
As expected of someone with so much initiative. Now, let's take a look at how Mr. Moza performs in battle.
All right.
Mr. Moza is a lightning-type character following the path of the hunt.
Correct.
His skill marks a single enemy as the prey and deals lightning damage to it.
Yes.
Mr. Moza, don't you have anything to add?
Yeah, I was
Are
gonna
you
say, bro.
asking me
It's like
to?
so
Um,
simple,
no.
straight to the point.
All right then. My talent will allow me to enter the departed state while a prey exists on the field.
Fine, I'll continue then. In the departed state, after allies attack the prey, Moza deals additional damage to the prey. Mr. Moza's ultimate deals damage to a single target and launches a follow-up attack.
After I use my technique, I will enter stealth mode. Attacking an enemy in stealth mode increases the damage dealt in combat.
10 steps in and one is slain. 1,000 miles won't stay his pace. The deed is
Bro
done.
wishes he
His
could run.
robes are clean. He buries them all and leaves no trace.
There's another advantage of hiding. When you're on a mission, you can avoid getting the area or yourself dirty.
Well, now that we've introduced our guests, let's take a quick break for our sponsors. The program will continue after. All right, dear audience, we now have some special news for you. In version 2.5's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Fei Shao. The limited 5-star light cone, I venture forth to hunt, will also have a boosted drop rate. In addition, a special warp event will be launched in the first half of 2.5. The limited 5-star characters, Robin, Black Swan, and Kafka, will return
God.
at the same time.
There's Robin.
The limited 5-star light cones, Flowing Night
And
Glow,
Black Swan?
Patience is all you need,
And Kafka?
Reforged Remembrance will also
Wait, what?
return. I need to remind
so many
everyone that
characters.
in this special warp event, the warp count for the guaranteed 5-star will be shared among the rerun banners and current limited banner. Switching banners during the warp will not reset the count for the guarantee.
Yeah, there's like so many
And
banners at
each
one
limited
time.
character can only be acquired from their own respective banner. The special warp events will open periodically, giving viewers more opportunities to invite their favorite
Bro, you're
characters
cooked.
to join the team.
Or we're cooked. They
And
know
if you
the
don't want to
rerun
invite them,
characters like
you can
ASAP.
still get more Stellar Jades and trial stages. In version 2.5 second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire
hey,
the
just
limited
going to
5-star
already
character
back again.
Lingsha, The limited 5-star light cone sent to
just
load
reran this
stays
patch
true
too.
will also have a boosted drop rate. At the same time, the 4-star light cone, Shadowed by Night, will be available in the second half Warp Event 2. Not to mention the drop rates for the limited 5-star character, Topaz and Numby, and the limited 5-star light cone, Worrisome Blissful, will also be boosted. Alright, that's all for
Wait, that's it? Just
commercial.
Topaz?
Our special news! Dear viewers, we'll
Bruh.
see you in a bit.
We're getting cooked. Did they rerun 3 banners in the first half and only 1 in the second half? That's a unfair NBW2 XC GT.
Leave it to me, Mr. Albert. Where is the connection port in the studio?
Huh? What happened?
I brought back the footage.
Hi, Albert. That was so scary. Someone with a hoodie suddenly gave me a hard drive and said something about connecting to the studio. What's going on?
I used a hard drive to bring back March 7th's footage, and I'll use it to send over the studio's footage. It's very simple.
Looks like we can continue the program.
So this is how you solve the problem. Will it not be too difficult for Mr. Mozza to run back and forth like that?
Why? It's just running.
My apologies.
Then thank you for your hard work, Mr. Moza. Hey, March 7th, can you hear me?
Yes, Albert. The highly anticipated war dance is about to begin. And it'll take place on the Sky Splitter right behind me. We're in the port side audience seats on the upper floor of the Sky Splitter. The venue for the competition is just below us. Soon, the most anticipated event, the Luofu Ringmasters match, will be held here. To
Not gonna
prepare
lie.
for the war dance, the Xianzhou Luofu transformed
Stands look
this
a lot
old military
emptier
battleship
than I would
into
imagine.
the venue
Obviously,
for
they're
the
not gonna
competition.
overcrowd the.
So on the Sky
audience
Splitter,
chairs, but
you can see
dude, there's
many
definitely
traces
so
of
many.
military weapons.
So many more
like
people
this
on the Luofu.
huge cannon. This was the main cannon the Sky Splitter was equipped with. It's now used for ceremonial gun salutes. Whenever a ceremony convenes, the Sky Splitter will fire a salute. Apart from the competition venue on the deck, the different cabins on the Sky Splitter have also been transformed into different areas to serve the contestants, tourists, and the media. Farther down, there are more areas like the contestant training area and the Starskiff entry and exit hold. Currently, the war dance is still open for registration. If you're interested in participating, you can sign up in the reception hall. We look forward to everyone coming to the Sky Splitter, March 7th, bringing you this latest report.
Thank you, March 7th. The Luminary War Dance, the highlight of this trip to the Xianzhou, will finally convene in version
That new phone
2.5.
wallpaper.
Totally. Lots of people signed up. Shangshang's participating too. The general also says,
Making friends through martial arts is one of my favorite things to do. If
Oh,
I were allowed
must
to,
have
I'd
disappeared
go and
again.
fight a few rounds too.
If the general
I don't know.
participated, there'd be nothing to compete for.
I want to say the light
To
cone,
keep the competition interesting,
but it also could be a phone
the
wallpaper.
best masters aren't allowed to participate.
I'm guessing that the crew of the Astro
Bro just likes to
Express
phase
chose
out for
not
a
to
moment.
participate for the same
Oh,
reason.
he's gone again.
Of course! After thinking it through, we decided to keep our reputation a secret and let the Trailblazer play the role of the gray-haired coach who doesn't understand martial arts.
At the same time, a red-haired, iron-armed young man from Bellabog has also come to the Xianzhou Luofu.
How did they even get
Is
off the
that
planet?
the planet that was once hidden in a snowstorm? I have heard very little about it. It seems that routes from Bellabog to other worlds have now opened up.
That's right. This young man's name is Luca. Now that these roots have been restored,
Finally gets to
he's
appear in an
come to
event
the
outside
war
of
dance with the mission
of his own
of showing off
companion
Bellabog's
quest.
style to the entire cosmos for the first time. He represents the hopes of the entire planet.
The young man is leaving the nest for the first time and will be in an unfamiliar place. If he has no one to guide him, he will likely run into many obstacles.
Don't worry, Miss Lingshaw. Don't forget that the Trailblazer is also coming to the Sky Splitter. Our dear Trailblazer is known for being a kind-hearted
I need to go back and
They'll
rewatch the
definitely not sit
portion
by
with
and watch an old friend
Lingshaw's kid,
flounder
'cause I
around like a
basically
fish
missed
out of water. During the
a
war
fair bit of
dance,
that.
the Trailblazer will become Luca's gold medal coach and fight with him through all the challenges.
According to the intel I've collected, the Luminary War Dance event consists of multiple competitions. In each competition, contestants must first participate in a point-based tournament to earn points, and only after accumulating a certain number of points will they qualify for the face-off match of that competition.
That's right. Our contestant Luca needs to defeat key opponents in each face-off match one by one before he can face the ringmaster Yin Xing in the final showdown.
That or Topaz is
In
his
order to
sponsor.
show that the IPC takes this event seriously, the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation will also participate in the war dance under the guidance
No, never mind. We're
of
actually
Coach
playing
Topaz.
Roxy
They may
Topaz.
even face off against Luca in the competition. In addition,
Ooh, no.
Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill and the Knight of Beauty Argenti
Of course,
will
Argenti.
appear in the arena in various roles. In every match, the Trailblazer will need to help Luca display his martial prowess to the fullest extent and earn the support of the audience. The two sides of the match will
Oh god,
individually
is that
earn
Bellabog
lives
team I see?
based on how much
So
the
old
audience
school.
supports either side.
So, the audience outside the ring
Or we're
can
gonna
provide
get cooked if this is
assistance?
the team we're in.
It's just increasing audience participation and providing a more immersive experience.
Completing designated actions during the match and achieving highlights will greatly increase your vibes, and conversely cause your opponent's vibes to decrease. When either
Vibes?
participant's vibes
Okay.
reach the maximum, the match will enter the enhanced inspiration state. The participant who earns the audience's support will gain stronger buffs and easily win the match.
All right then, March 7th. Is there anything you want to add?
Watching the preparations for the war dance with all of you has my hands itching for more. It just so happens I've learned a few moves from my masters. So why don't I take the opportunity to show them to everyone? Ha! Watch this! How's that? Pretty cool, huh?
So goofy.
You better believe I'll reach the top of the war dance with my skills. When that happens, you'll all have to call me
Yeah,
Sword
like the whole team was like
Champion
literally on
Mark 7.
deathbed. I was like, bro, I don't know if they're clicking with this one.
Aw.
I don't know if you become sword champion, but I do know sword champions will hit themselves in the head with their own sword.
Well, I am still learning. But I think that everyone who's coming to participate in the war dance this time will have profound martial arts skills, and we'll all be first-class masters.
That's right. We are all looking forward to enjoying a spectacular war dance ceremony.
I found the problem. This guy chewed through the wires. That's why there was a problem with March 7th's connection.
Isn't this a Tuskfur? I have one too. It is a creature that subsists on Memoria. Hugging it while you fall asleep can raise your sleep quality and relieve anxiety and depression.
Such a lively Tuskberg.
Does it take after its owner?
This is a little sudden, but its owner is the Trailblazer. That's right. Trailblazers can obtain the
Again,
pet
new-
Tuskfur by
again, new
completing
pet?
activities related to the Luminary War Dance.
Oh my god,
and
we actually get a
summoned to their
pet.
side. Hopefully it can cheer you up. Thanks to Mr. Moza for discovering it. Why is my show so unlucky?
The team is currently fixing the line. Let's proceed.
Great.
Please.
Let's check out the other exciting events this version has to offer. Riding the wave of the war dance ceremony, the Luofu's
I find it crazy that it's actually green
organized
again.
a temple fair offering different fair activities at locations like the Artistship Commission, the Shackling Prison,
Love
the Sky
Hexanexus.
Splitter, and the Divination Commission.
For instance, The fun inventory arrangement gameplay that Trailblazers loved is making a comeback. Trailblazers will need to stack
Oh god,
cargo on star
not this thing
skiffs
again.
to reach the shipping targets. Every Temple Fair activity has both normal and ascension difficulties. After finishing all the normal levels, you can unlock the ascension difficulty.
Complete different activities to collect rewards.
Using the shackling prison as a stage for the festival is rather strange.
It's also to spice up the judges' free time with some fun cultural activities and bring everyone closer together. and that's not all. There's also a fresh update to the Divergent Universe. This time, the Divergent Universe brings us new curios, weighted curios, and occurrences, along with some tweaks having been made to existing equations, weighted curios, and blessings. The goal is to provide Trailblazers with a wider range of battle experiences and gameplay modes. The adventure domain in the Divergent Universe now features Cowboy Showdown and Surging Firepower Challenges. Each challenge has
Hanu
different
making an
objectives,
appearance.
wherein Trailblazers need to achieve the highest scores possible to earn adventure rewards. During the challenges, reward targets such as Cosmic Fragment targets and Curio targets will randomly appear. Smashing these targets will grant corresponding rewards, adding bonuses to the trials.
This thing is interesting. It seems to improve eyesight and agility. Mr. Morza, would you like to give it a try? If not, I'm up next.
Direct face-offs don't suit me. If I must pick one, it'll be surging firepower.
Yeah! Since you're here, why not join the fun? We've added Adventure Arcade near the Divergent Universe's activation device on the Radiant Feldspar. In the arcade, you can try out a variety of new and old adventure modes.
Bruh.
Slingshot, if you've got some extra time on your
They
hands,
gave us a
you should
practice
give it a
mode.
try too.
I'll definitely check it out after work.
Aside from that, Dr. Ratio has added more path equations to the Divergent Universe, allowing Trailblazers to explore even more trails. The synchronicity level has also been increased to level 80, and the research of geniuses and Mennonites continues.
Oh!
That's not all. The Divergent Universe has also added 2 new planar ornaments, Lushaka, the Sunken Seas, and the wondrous Banana Amusement Park.
That
In the
tried,
next
buddy.
update, players can look forward to the release of
Lightning and
Stagnant
wind.
Shadow, Shape of Mechwolf, and Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Gloam. By completing the challenge, you can obtain the Lightning-type character Ascension Material, Nail of the Beast Coffin, and the Wind-type character Ascension Material, A Glass of the Besotted Era. These materials will be used by Masters Moza and Fayshaw respectively. The Planar Fisher and Rome of the Strange Events are also making a comeback. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've come to the end of the show.
How
thought
convenient.
there
It
was
comes
more to
back.
come.
It goes down
It's already
during the
the
code
end of
part.
the show.
Honestly,
Here comes
I
the
honestly
exciting
wouldn't have minded if the
part.
internet went down during the
Audience
code part.
loves most. The never-ending, never-absent gift of Odyssey!
Like it did during the two times, but then it went down during the link shot part, which I definitely did not want to happen.
Shout that with me!
You're right. That's actually pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Also in version 2.5, we've added new system optimizations for our audience.
Oh, tell us about it.
Version 2.5 introduces a new pre-battle difficulty selection feature and the option to reselect the difficulty after a failed battle. Trailblazers can choose between casual mode and normal mode when facing formidable enemies. If you want a more laid-back adventure, Trailblazers can opt for the casual mode.
Is it using some type of secret instrument to weaken enemies?
It's dimensional tech. You could also call it metaverse tech.
Finally connected! The show hasn't finished yet, right?
Not yet. We're just about to say goodbye to everyone.
Aww. It's been a really long day. Well, at least I managed to catch the end. I'd like to express my gratitude to Interastral Peace Media, the Wardance ceremony organizers, my 2 masters, and most importantly, the Trailblazers for their encouragement.
March 7th! Key out with the acceptance speech!
saw that other shows always end with a lot of thank yous. Anyway, I look forward to seeing everyone on the Sky Splitter and wish all of the contestants the best of luck.
March nailed it. I could never say it that nicely. And at the end of the show, General Fei Xiao asked me to deliver these words to everyone. From providing testimonies to being entangled in the shackling prison incident, the Trailblazers are valued guests of the Alliance, who have come to our aid numerous times, only to face dangers repeatedly. There is undoubtedly a shortcoming in our hospitality, and we take full responsibility. We will swiftly address this crisis and provide a vibrant war dance for everyone to enjoy. At the same time, I would like to take this opportunity to present a small gift to the Trailblazer on behalf of the Xianzhou Alliance, wishing them a smooth journey ahead.
Hey yo,
Should the Astral Express face
3,000
any difficulties in the future,
and 10
don't
feet?
hesitate to
Oh.
reach out. The Yao Qing is always ready to help.
We love free
Great!
stuff.
Thank you, General Fei Xiao. Thank you, Xianzhou Alliance. Let's all look forward to the opening of the war dance together. Catch you all in the next episode. Bye!
Wait, March? There's something behind you.
Huh? What? Hey, isn't that...
If
What the fuck?
Albert's on the Sky Splitter, then who's this sitting here?
Someone here wants double pay.
I really hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
A
we got a-
strong desire to
We got Albert
improve
mask, or like
myself.
See? There you go
or
again.
they just had an edit to cover the screen. Are we bamboozled? Is Albert actually not an owl? It's just like an online avatar. Alright, hang on. Before we before we end things off, they have the live stream available for us to rewatch the link shop part. Oh wait, it's so muted. Wait, hang on. Let's
Enemies
rerun.
in this state also take more.
Where's
The
link
words
shop?
ring true, Matt. As a healer, I excel at using incense. My skill deals damage,
Okay.
but also weaken enemies.
Okay, we'll rewatch this part and then we'll call it.
My skill deals damage to all enemies and restores HP for all allies. Through my talent, my skill summons the incense beast Fu Yuan. Fu Yuan launches a follow-up attack during its